this is Rosita Applebaum and I'm here with my first prom makeup tutorial. This look is perfect if you are wearing a white dress, black dress, or even like a navy dress. But if you are wearing a different color dress, you can always just substitute the red lip for a nude or a pink because the gold on the eyes pretty much goes with any kind of dress. So I hope you guys enjoyed this glamorous look, and I am going to be filming a hair tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like this look, then keep on watching. Bye guys! So we're going to get started with Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden, and I am using tape to just make the edges of the shadow very sharp and clean. And yeah, so I'm starting off with the primer potion, and this is in the color Eden, and I chose this because this is going to make the shadow last all night. Even when you're sweating or dancing, it's not going to budge. So I chose this really powerful primer, and it's the color of my eyelids, so it acts as a great base. For the first color, I'm going to start with Bamboo by MAC, and this is going to be my transition color. And I'm using a Morph brush. So I'm just putting this into the crease, and I actually didn't start with my foundation. I normally always start with my foundation, but because I am using a very loose glitter from MAC, I figured I would start with my shadow first. So just using Bamboo to kind of transition the colors all together. And this will just make everything look a lot more blended. So you definitely want to start off with a nice neutral color before adding any colors. Now I'm going in with the NYX base in the color white. You can use Milk. They do have this in like the pencil form, the jumbo eye pencil, but I'm just using a Urban Decay brush, and I didn't realize that I was going to put a shadow first, so I'm actually going to reapply this, but yeah, you guys could just watch me apply it twice. So I am applying the base just to make a little bit of a sticky base for the pigment. But as you can see right now, I'm applying NYX shadow, and this is in the color Sun Glow. And I'm using a Real Techniques by Samantha Chapman brush, and this is a really pretty yellow gold color. And I'm just using this as my base before the pigment. But I'm actually going to apply the white on top of this just to create that sticky base again. But this is just in case the pigment doesn't show through in some areas, the color will be there. So this is MAC pigment in gold, and first I am applying, like I said, a little bit more of the NYX white base, and I'm also going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills it's called like the Genius gel or something like that. This will just help the glitter stay, but this is not really necessary. I was just experimenting with it, so I applied it onto my eyelids. It's not shown in the video, but I would just skip that step. So I'm just applying the MAC pigment or glitter in gold, and now I'm using the Vice 2 palette and the color Strike, and I'm using this Morph brush. The glitter by MAC isn't really meant for the eyes, but yeah, just be careful not to get it inside your eye, and be very careful when removing it. Now I'm going in with the Morph palette. I have the neutral palette, and I'm just using any random shade. It's just like a brown color, and I'm using my MAC brush. Yeah, and just defining that crease a little bit more. Later on, I'm going to be applying a little bit of black and a little bit of a darker brown, but for this time, I thought I was just going to leave it like this. So just blending that in and out, and this is the MAC 217 brush. Now I'm just blending this out with the 224 by MAC, and this has no product on it, so I'm just blending that. And now I'm using the Anastasia Brow Duality Matte Shell pencil, and I'm just cleaning up my brows. Even though I just got them done, this will just act as my brow bone color or brow bone base so that the brow color will really stand out. I don't know, I just can't talk today. Sorry guys. It's late, it's 12 o'clock, and yeah. So I'm just blending that out with a MAC brush. And now I'm going to start with my brows. I'm using the Pro palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm starting off with the color Soft Brown, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. So I just do short strokes, and then I apply a little bit of blonde and taupe to the front of my brows, but I usually use soft brown to start off, and then I build it from there. So just doing my brows. The lady that did my eyebrows today made them a little thin, so I'm going to have to grow them out a little bit again because I prefer my eyebrows a little thicker. But I do enjoy the clean edge that I get every time I do my eyebrows. My makeup just looks so much better when I do my eyebrows fresh. So, yep. And then now I'm applying a brow bone color. This is from the Morphe palette. It's the first shade. It's just like a shell color. It's just like a cream. You can use any white or cream color for your brow bone. I just prefer something not shimmery because I do have a lot of shimmer on the eyelid. Now I'm going in with the Stila Stay All Day eyeliner, and this is the blackest eyeliner that I have. So I'm just creating a pretty dramatic wing, just so that when you take pictures, you know, you want the eyeliner to show or peek a little bit through the lashes. So I did extend it quite a bit, and I made it a little bit more dramatic than usual. So you can go ahead and use a gel liner, but this one doesn't budge. So you want makeup that's built to last, especially for prom, because you don't know how hot it's going to be in there, if you're going to be sweating, or how long you're going to be out. So you got to get ready for the after party, girl. And now I'm using a Ruby Kisses gel liner in my waterline. And some mascara. This is the telescopic mascara. Yep. And now I'm using these random lashes. I will put the number down below. They're by Stardell, which, yeah, they were just the wispiest lashes that I have at the moment. You want to get some really flirty, girly ones so that they can show up in pictures from far. And you don't want really furry, dark ones, like spidery ones, because you still want your eye to look big and you want your eyes to actually show in pictures. So you just want them to flare out. Now I'm using a matte priming primer, and this is by Becca, and this is just one of those 100 points. And then I'm getting the Professional to put all over my face, and this will just make sure that my Lancome foundation looks flawless and stays on a little bit longer. The Becca primer is very, very mattifying, so if you have oily skin, definitely give it a try. Like I said, I got it as one of those 100 points at Sephora, but I'm thinking of actually purchasing the big one because it really is matte. Like, I just use it on my nose and my forehead a little bit because that stuff is really powerful and you will look dry if you put too much. Now I'm going to use concealer. This is NARS Creamy Concealer in Custard. You don't want for photographs for your eyes to look super duper fake bright under, so you don't want to go with a concealer that's way too light. You want to go with something that's like 2 shades lighter. And then that was Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, just to brighten up my face a bit. I was going to use the Prep and Prime by MAC, but that's a little bit too light for me right now, so it will look a little too obvious when you use flash photography. So I just used Custard by NARS, and you want to really blend this out. I'm using a wet beauty blender or a damp beauty blender and just blending that upwards, and you want to go ahead and set that so that it doesn't crease throughout the night. So just blend, blend, blend. And now I'm just putting a little bit more of that brown shade from the Morphe palette, and I'm using the 217 brush again by MAC, just deepening that crease a bit. Now I'm going in with the Sephora eyeliner. This is the non-waterproof, but you can go ahead and use a waterproof one, but this one doesn't budge, and I'm just blending my lashes with the liner so that it looks flawless. Now I'm going in with the Bahama Mama bronzer, and I chose a bronzer that doesn't have too much shimmer so that it looks a little bit more natural. And this Marc Jacobs brush, it just gives me life. It blends bronzer out beautifully, and yes, it was very pricey, so no, you don't have to run out and get it, but I just love it. Now I'm using the NARS Ita brush and MAC Blunt just to really carve out my cheeks. And I'm not crazy about that Ita brush. I don't know, I think it was overhyped, but I'm going to use it because I have it. And then just blending everything out with the Marc Jacobs brush, which is just heavenly. Now I'm using NARS Orgasm Blush. This is the most natural blush, and yet it still shows up in pictures. I find that a lot of blushes don't show up in pictures, but this one definitely does, and it has a bit of a shimmer. So it's very flawless and looks just amazing. You can use a Milani one. Those are really great too, especially Delicioso Pink or Luminoso. Those are great alternatives from the drugstore. So now I'm just going in with some more mascara to blend everything out and make it look a lot more seamless, and some bottom mascara. Now I'm going in with MAC Red Lip Liner, and you can use, I think Cherry is the one that most people use, but this is just red. And I'm filling in my lips. This is just a little tip so that if your lipstick was to wear off, you do have a base underneath, so you can't actually see your lips when it wears off. So, yeah. And you want to go ahead and blot your lips. Like, you don't want them to be super moisturized when you're doing this, so that this will last all night. MAC Ruby Woot, which is the lipstick that I'm going to be wearing, it does not come off. Like, you can take it off, but your lips are going to be stained. So that's why I chose this color. You can go ahead and use a nude lipstick, but I want it to be a little bit more glamorous. You know, it's prom night. You want to just go all out with your makeup. Right now it just looks a little crazy because I have like full eyes and full lips, but whatever. And now I'm using this Whitening Lightning Lip Gloss in Candy Apple, and this stuff is so pigmented. So this is great to just throw in your purse, and you could just reapply this all night with the mirror and built-in lights that it comes with. And here's where I'm going to be applying a little bit of that brown and then a little bit of black. And I kind of just like it left like that without blending it, but I went ahead and blended it. But I wish I would have just left it. I don't know. I think it looks really cool, like a cut crease, kind of deep V crease. Yeah, that was random, but I'm just blending that inwards. And yeah. Now I'm using NARS Highlight in Albatross, which is one of my absolute favorites. And then I'm just setting this with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. That doesn't give like a ghost effect when you take a picture with flash. So definitely get a setting powder that's not going to make you look like a ghost. And then I'm using a little bit of the Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown to make my eyebrows stand out a little bit more, since my eyes are pretty intense and my lips are pretty intense. And some clear brow gel so that they don't wear off. And then you must set your face. You can use hairspray or Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. So this is the entire look. Nope. I'm using Feline by MAC in my waterline to intensify the eyes and make them a lot more cat eye-esque. And then just blending that out. If your prom is coming up, just remember to have fun, and I mean that in every single which way possible. Like, have fun doing your makeup, have fun with your dress, have fun while you're there, have fun at the after party. Just have a good time, because it only comes once, unless you're going to like 3 proms because you're a boss. But yeah, just have fun. Life is super short and life goes super quick. I remember my prom, it was like 4 years ago, and yeah, like, I can't believe it was 4 years ago. Life just flies by, so just have a good time and don't take things too serious, especially with your makeup. If you mess up, it's okay, just try again. I would recommend, if you are doing your makeup for your prom, to just give it like a test run maybe a couple of days before, just to see if you like it, and just so you can practice a little bit more before the big day comes. So, yep, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.